After 16 years as mayor of Pasadena with mostly favorable reviews, Mayor Bill Bogaard gave his final State of the City speech in the wake of an embarrassing embezzlement scandal. I spoke with the mayor about his speech and how he's handling the scandal. I'm here with Mayor Bill Bogaard, the longest standing mayor in Pasadena history. He's just completed his last State of the City address. So Mayor, how do you feel knowing that this is the final time you're going to address the city of Pasadena in this fashion?
It's definitely a bittersweet experience because I've enjoyed my work every single day and week of it for 16 years. So I don't like the idea of not being mayor, but I've made a decision. It feels right for me and my family, and I look forward to whatever the future might hold.
Now, it's been 16 years. You're pretty much woven into the fabric of Pasadena life. I think somebody back there said you are the face of Pasadena. How do you foresee that, like, as soon as retirement is, how do you think that sort of changed? Or you think you're going to adjust to that pretty quickly?
I think so. At least I tell myself that. You know, my wife and I are committed to Pasadena, and we'll be around for a long time, but I do intend to make a break and allow others to fill my shoes and to fill the space of political leadership, which I know capable and committed people will do in the years ahead.
We don't want to spoil the mood of the evening, sir, but we do have to talk. There's been a scandal that happened late into your administration. I'm curious to know, as to now, knowing that this is your final year as mayor, had this happened earlier in your administration, how do you think a scandal like this with Mr. Wooten would have affected that? Do you think perhaps it might have affected your chances of getting reelected?
I can't tell yet because all the facts aren't in. I know the issue from the major audit that was done over the last 4 or 5 months, and believe the situation is to be isolated to one unusual funding program in City Hall. But we're going to work hard to satisfy the curiosity and the concerns of the entire community to assure that there are no other weaknesses that could lead to a problem like this. I think in the end, this will be viewed as a understandable and a curable experience, then we'll have a stronger organization, and I would hope it would not affect me if I were running for re-election at this point in time.
Now, they say the time for reflection is when you're fully set into your retirement, and you're not quite there yet. But let me ask you right now at this moment, are there any regrets that you've had in your administration? Is there anything that you wish you could have done or you could have seen kind of come into fruition a little differently?
Well, you know, there's one issue that has been pending not only 16 years during my administration as mayor, but for 60 years in this region, and that is the 710 freeway project that now takes the form of a proposed tunnel. I would hope that that project, which would be so detrimental to the city of Pasadena, would be clearly and permanently dead at this point in time before I finish my term. And it might be, but we have 4 months to go. The trend is right. More and more people are understanding how detrimental that would be to Pasadena and the region. So I think that while we don't have a funeral yet to schedule, we have a funeral to anticipate on that particular project.
Now, why don't you give me the scoop, Mayor? How are you going to be spending the retirement? Are you going to do some fishing?
I'll give you my number in Paris.
In Pasadena, Paulo Alejandria, CCN.